What's up, guys? Welcome back to Zabernai here, your Tech and Games Crusader, and it's time! We are doing the big Audeze triple unboxing for the Mobius, which is the multi-channel headset that also has 3D audio with Waves NX, and the two Penrose and Penrose X headsets, which are just stereo headsets, but they do simulated sound for the channels for both this one for Tempest audio on the PlayStation, and this one for Dolby Atmos on the Xbox. And they both do Dolby Atmos for headphones on PC. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So these headsets, this one is $100 more than what these two go for. But this one was on sale during the holidays for $299, and for having a headset that can be used both wired and wirelessly via USB, aux, Bluetooth. It's a really good headset if you can get it for $300. The main thing is the mic on it is not as good as the mic on these two. See, the mic on these two is designed by Shure, and it's to, the closest as I can tell, replicate the Shure C17, which is a stick mic. But it does have a good range of depth on the microphone itself. The good thing is the mics are interchangeable to be able to work also on the Mobius. So as you can see, this one does have Bluetooth, USB, and it is for Mac and PC. Here's what it shows that's included in the box. So you have your microphone, which is removable. You have your USB to USB-C cable. You have your aux cable, which is 3.5 3-pole, or 3.5 millimeter 3-pole. And then USB-C to USB-C that can be used for PC or for mobile phone. Now, the one thing about this, you can use it wirelessly unless you're using the 3D audio. 3D audio requires you to have it plugged in for power, because the 3D audio on this is for, like, you know, say you are in a VR game or something, you have simulated space. And the biggest thing about that is that, you know, if you turn your head, you're still hearing the same thing with a typical headset. But if you turn your head with this, you have dynamic environmental changes to it to be able to pick up if you are facing one way or another. So that's kind of a cool little gimmick, as well as a feature that can be able to, you know, give a little bit more immersion. So the biggest thing about these, why they're so expensive, they're planar magnetic drivers. What that means is there's no surround or anything. They're basically made from rails that vibrate. So you don't have like drivers to blow or anything like that in the idea of a typical subwoofer type of speaker driver. I'll show you whenever I get into it on my old copper edition. This is the carbon black. And the other thing about this is, you know, they have an app called the Audeze HQ, which you take a picture of your ear, and it will give you a best case of idea of what your surround of your ear for the sound absorption should be. So let's go ahead and get into this one after we look at these. This one is the Penrose, and that basically is a wireless headset that can be used in aux or with a dongle included, but you can only use it with a cable to charge it or to change firmware or load your presets or to update firmware, rather. So this does also work on the Switch via Bluetooth, or if you wanted to use a dongle, there may be support for the dongle now, but I mean, if you don't have to use the dongle, then why bother? So the biggest tagline on this that we went over whenever I received the box is, prepare to experience audio from the world's most critically acclaimed headphone brand. So here's what I was talking about. This is the drivers on these. See, it's just a film diaphragm. And the idea they got these from is from the space shuttle. It's interesting. But, this is just the unboxing and overview of all three headsets. What you get in here, you have your driver, or you have your headphones. They're extendable, a metal headband as far as the band that extends. Then you do have padding, and you have padding that is contoured for the ear cups. And the ear cups are interchangeable. They have these standard ones, which are blue striped on the edges. But they also sell, or used to sell, for the Mobius headset, a gel filled. So if you want something that stays cooler a little bit longer for longer gaming sessions, what I used to do is I would put them in the fridge or the freezer in a Ziploc bag and then get them nice and cool and then put them on my head, and it helps to relieve any comfort from tension and things like that. So you have your mic that's included and your dongle and your headset. Now here's the Audeze HQ mobile app I was talking about. They also have a desktop app, which is where you can create presets that you want to use, as well as being able to update your firmware. So you have right here, it says the different consoles and everything you can use it on, how you can be able to use it. So PlayStation 4 and 5, 2.4 gigahertz or Bluetooth mode, or 3.5mm mode into the controller. So this is by no dongle, this is by dongle. Your dongle is going to be your lower latency audio. So you have switch by dongle, doesn't say Bluetooth actually, or by 3.5mm. Windows, dongle, Bluetooth, 3.5, and Audeze HQ app. You got Apple iOS by Bluetooth or 3.5mm, and Android by Bluetooth or 3.5mm, and both of those can be able to be used wired and wirelessly. So here's compatibility with programs. You got Discord, TeamSpeak, Mumble, Twitch, YouTube, and Line Chat. And there's your dongle. It says is a low latency 2.4 gigahertz wireless dongle. So 2.4 gigahertz compared to 5.8 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. The biggest difference is 2.4 gigahertz is going to have a longer range and a different frequency than 5 or 5.8 gigahertz. 5.8 gigahertz would be a stronger signal, but it would be a shorter range. Alright, so here you have 100mm drivers. Typical headphones for gaming headphones are 40mm drivers. Or if you get a dynamic stereo surround driver, Sometimes you'll get 50 millimeters, and then you have 56 millimeters is what most of the HyperX Cloud series are. Broadcast quality microphone, 2.4 gigahertz wireless, low latency, up to 32 meters of range. So that's almost 100 feet. That's pretty cool. We will be testing that. Alright, so we have the same thing on here, except for this is for Xbox. And this is just the same thing, but different languages. So these do have green edged around them. Let me show you the example of the other gel-filled cups so that you can be able to see. So these are the gel-filled. They're still very, very squishy, just like memory foam, but they come back a lot quicker than memory foam. And they come back to their shape a lot easier. So, see this green right here? If I were to change out these onto here, that green would go away. Because as you can see, that's where the color is coming from. So here's my silver. If I change these out, you know, these are just memory foam. This is a silver version, or the copper version rather, of the black carbon for the Mobius. For the most part, these will be about the same as what's on the Penrose. The only thing that's going to be different is, one, Penrose does not have 3D audio like the Mobius does. Two, the battery life is going to be a little bit better in the Penrose because it's not got to run this 3D audio. Here's the mic for the Mobius. This goes with this one. You know, you can see it's just a 2-bar. So all you have to do to change this out with a different one is you just mount it. So if I don't want to run the original Audeze mic, I can run the Penrose Shure tuned mic. I love that it has a removable microphone in it. But that's the old headset and case. These are the new. And then I've also got this box here has 2 of these cases here for the 2 Penrose headsets. So we're going to unbox the cases, the Mobius, and the 2 Penrose and do comparisons on these just so that you guys can be able to see what's going on. This is going to be a longer session of video, so we may do the comparison in one video, and then the initial unboxing we'll do in the first video. And with the comparison, you know, we will also compare my older crowdfunded model. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Remember guys, I cannot use blades because I'm on blood thinners and I have a blood disease, so bear with me while I pick this. Open. Circle tape. Seen enough of those in my lifetime from working retail game stores. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the tape off of this one. That way it'll be a lot smoother. And we can just go through each one of them. So on the top of the Mobius, it says Mobius is more than a headphone. It's an experience. And we've already seen what it shows on the top of the box for the Penrose. Penrose X is the same thing. And now we'll get the Penrose X. So this one has been taped up and retaped because it had to have firmware update on it before it was sent out from Audeze themselves because of Microsoft's changes that were made with the support on the Xbox Series X and Series S, as well as the changes made to the 2H20 Windows 10 update. So now that we have these all done, let's go ahead get into this box. Gotta love that nylon lined tape. Alright. A lot of bubble wrap. You get a case. And a case. So as you can see, these are the exact same thing as what I've already got. So now let's get into the Mobius. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. There's a little bit of clumsiness. So this is what you get whenever you open it up. We have top box. Is a carrying bag for the headset. And it is a microfiber cloth bag as well. So that's a cool little bonus extra there. We have the cases. May or may not use it. Make sure it tucks all the way in. There we go. So we have bag. Then we have a very much heavier box or fold here for manuals. We have Audeze tape measure. Goes to 30 inches. Audeze Mobius. Get Audeze HQ app and personalize your Mobius 3D audio. Visit www.audeze.com/pages/Audeze-HQ-software. Well, that's kind of a neat little thing. We have Audeze Mobius safety and warranty information. That's pretty thick. It is all good weight paper and it's semi-gloss, so that's kind of cool. There's a lot of high quality here, just in the packaging. And we have the Traveler's Handbook to the Mobius Universe. This, I would perceive, is the manual. May your adventures be infinite and your imagination never ending. Yes, this is a manual. I love how this is actually wrote in and looks like it's just noted down. So that's pretty cool. It gives that little personal touch of like seeing schematics written up and things like that. So wired connection. Powering up and down. Charging. Wired connection 3.5 millimeter. Here's USB. Wireless connection. Bluetooth. Connection priorities. So you can connect this to multiple devices at the same time. The same thing with the two Penrose headsets as well. You can connect both in 2.4 and Bluetooth simultaneously. So 3D audio. There's plenty of presets in this as well for the way that it can detect the type of field of sound that you're wanting for like game, cinema, voice are the presets. And then we're in French. So this is how many languages? Let's see, we got English, French, Spanish, or Portuguese, could be. Italian, German, is that Latin or is that Portuguese? Looks like Japanese or Chinese. I can't tell right off. Okay, that looks like Chinese. Well, wait. Yeah, that looks like Chinese. That looks like Korean. So that's quite a few languages. And we have our button functions card. So power button actions can do a single press or short press, single click, is pause or play, audio, answer or end call. A double click is begin Bluetooth pairing, long press 3 seconds, power on, reject incoming call. Long press 5 seconds, power off. 3D button is single click, short press is center your 3D audio. A double click is change source mode, USB auxiliary or Bluetooth. And a long press 3 seconds is change 3D audio mode, auto, off, and manual. Headphone volume wheel. You can scroll it to change audio volume, increase and decrease. You can single click it, so you can press in on it for a short press and scroll for change song, track, next and previous. A double click on it is linked back to last Bluetooth host device. The microphone volume wheel is you can scroll it for change microphone volume, increase, decrease. A single click and pressing in on it to scroll will change EQ preset. A long press for 3 seconds is change audio mode between 7.1 channel, 2 channel, and high res. And then you have mic mute switch. Toggle is mute, unmute, because it's just a up and down switch, as you can see right there. And as you can see right here, you got your 3D button at the very front, detachable mic port, charge USB, which is USB Type-C. Then you have your 3.5mm auxiliary jack, which then you have your mic volume wheel and your headset volume. All right, so you have power on, power off pairing. Charging is the USB-A to USB-C cable, mic volume, and then doing 3D audio. Look forward when centering 3D audio, 3D center, 3D mode toggle, and source toggle. All right, so let's go ahead and put all of these back in here. I want to turn them around now, though. It's pretty interesting so far. I'm really enjoying it. All right, so what do we have here? Memory foam ear pad and headband pad. Planar magnetic drivers are underneath. Detachable microphone, 3D surround sound, and mute switch. Here you have flexible headband and scratch resistant coating. Let's open her up and see what we got. Check it, guys. This is actual foam on the inside of this. And as you can see, this was just stuck in here at the edge to give it a little fold open action. So, this is the Team Carbon Audeze Mobius. I want you to listen whenever I move this. So these do rotate, not this way, but this way. it's very precise, and it'll stay where you put it. So it has some tension to it. So they will lay flat. As you can see, there's quite a bit of play as well for the angle that it can be able to go to. If you take a look at how thick the pads are, behold, memory foam. This is how you want the inside of a driver to look. You can actually see the rails for the planar magnetic drivers beneath it. It's very well built. You got padding up here. You can compress it all the way in, and it still comes all the way right back out. So how far out does this go? Well, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 11 notches here. That you can be able to use it all the way out. So there's quite a bit of clamping force here. I can say that right off the bat. I mean, I've had this copper set for almost 2 years. And there's still quite a bit of clamping force in it too. Anytime whenever I take it off, I usually put it on my chair to stretch it out a bit. But it just seems to always go right back to where it was. You know, I'll do the same with this one. See, they just go right back to where they were. I'd have to take 3 days of not using them to have them stretched out like that, just so that they could be able to stretch a little bit and stay there, because this metal right here has, if you can see, both sides of this are coated, and it's painted and coated. This is plastic, but there's actually a metal sheath inside of here. And that metal just does not want to, stay stretched. So if you have a smaller head, you'll be good. I have a large head though, so, it takes quite a bit of effort for me to get headphones to fit. I like my Plantronics Rig 800 LX because it is a lightweight headset that has an external headband that can be changed, and it's just very comfy. I fall asleep all the time with them on. These I've fallen asleep, well, these I should say, I've fallen asleep maybe 5 times with them on. And just to show off, this is the non-scratch coating on here. It is kind of a soft material finish. Not quite suede, but it does have a semi-rubber type of feel to it. And this also translates onto the inside. Same thing that's on the ear cups. You can actually feel this texture where this is screen printed on here. But yeah, you can change these out if you want to. If you just don't like the color and you have someone else who has one of the other models that's a different color, helps if I turn it right. There we go. So, other than that, what do we have in the box? Well, it feels like we have some dry packet. Then this should be our cables. And our mic. So here's the mic that comes with it, with a pop filter on it. My pop filter got destroyed on my copper set, so I never really made use of it anyways. It was pretty clean. The cable here, I will say, it's the aux cable. It's about a 1 meter cable. So around 3 feet long. We have our USB-C to USB-C cable. It's about 1.5 meters long, or almost 5 feet, or around 5 feet rather. Then we have our USB-A to USB-C cable. And it's also about 1.5 meters long. Alright, so these are just kind of sitting in here in this makeshift container out of a flat sheet of cardboard, lightweight cardboard at that. So that was like that, and that was like that. That was like that. This was right here. This was here, and this was here. So that'll wrap up what we have going on with the Mobius-Team carbon of the Audeze Mobius headset. So let's get on to the Penrose. And one of the cases just fell. It's okay. I can see I made an error in the way that I opened it, or the way that I repackaged the other one. Alright, so there's that one. And let's get this one in here. So, we have the Penrose and the Penrose X. So the Penrose, we have, here's the mic input, power button, volume control for mic and audio, dongle for wireless, use on PlayStation, PC, and Mac, and then auxiliary, and then the Bluetooth mode, how to pair, and then similar, same thing, except for it says Xbox instead of PlayStation. There's also a dongle switch on the side of the Xbox that's different, that you can change from PC mode or Xbox mode. And then Bluetooth. Alright. What do we have? Well, it looks like the Penrose card is the same in both. So that's interesting. It says Penrose, but it has the color for the Penrose X earphones. Very, very interesting. Then on the back, we have our button functions. Power button is single click, short press, play or pause audio, or answer and call. Double click in Bluetooth mode. Begin Bluetooth pairing. And then long press 3 seconds, power on, reject incoming call, or long press 5 seconds, power off. Multifunction button. We have single click is toggle sources, wireless or Bluetooth or auxiliary. And long press 3 seconds is wireless dongle pairing. So these headsets, if you don't have the dongle, you have to request a replacement dongle like you did from Sony's headsets that Sony makes from Sony themselves. They are keyed to each actual headset. So that's something you need to remember and keep aware of. Alright, headphone volume rocker, scroll up, scroll down, double click it, link back to last Bluetooth host device. And then mic volume wheel, scroll up, scroll down for mic gain adjustment, and press plus scroll up or down to change game chat mix adjustment. And then mic mute, toggle, mute, unmute microphone. Same thing over here. Exact same thing. Alright, so I noticed one thing off right now. We don't have the Audeze little tape thing like this over in the Xbox design. So this is warning, cautions, important and safety information. Warning, cautions, important safety information. Warranty. And this is what you get instead of a manual, because the manual is available for download on the website, which is probably what this thing is going to say. Or it's going to talk about the Audeze HQ application. Okay, this is interesting. Audeze Mobius tape piece included in the Penrose headset. Get Audeze HQ app and personalize your Mobius 3D audio, which it doesn't have. This is the Penrose. So yeah, that's a interesting little difference there. Something that got left in the box from another box, I'm guessing, because these are all three the same packing. It's just this foam is different. So let's take a look. And I see something underneath here. It's just the box design. There's nothing actually. Here's our cables. And our microphone. So this is what I'm most excited about for this headset. This mic. So, guessing the cables, the same length as what's in the Audeze Mobius headset. So, this is about 1 meter long. This is about 1.5 meters. And the same with this. This is what I wanted to see. Okay, so here's the Audeze Mobius mic. So far, it's the same kind of material till you get to the end. Boom. Look at that. It's even got the Shure design on it. That's awesome. So you have the Mobius mic, which is double-sided, omnidirectional, so to speak. And then you have the Shure C17-like stick mic, which, as you can see, is keyed for one direction only. So you're talking this side. This is the other side. So this is a condenser-style microphone built into a headset. Is that not awesome? And I've been informed from contacting customer support for Audeze, this to replace is $15 on the website. This may end up taking its place for $15 on the website. If so, I'm going to get 2 more of these for this and for my original copper of the Mobius, because this microphone is amazing looking. So what you do is you key it the way you want it. So we'll do it like that. You have it turned the way you need it. You want it about 2.5 inches below your mouth. Basically, right below your chin. Is the best location to use this microphone from. So I'm not a fan of the windscreen, just because it's very tight fit. I can't get my pinky in there. Won't go any further. And as you can see, this is a lot deeper than what it looks. So we'll roll it on. So this would be the side that has the silver, which you want down or away from your mouth. This is the side that has the plastic, which is the side you speak into that you want towards your mouth. So you wanted to have it right about there. So that way it's facing the direction of your mouth without actually being an issue whenever you're going to talk. So you would see it right about there, or right about there, below your chin. Just so you can see, same thing I did with the Audeze Mobius headsets. This does have a lot less clamping pressure. Let's see if you can actually see where I've got it. See, it's right here, right below my chin. And that way you'll get the best sound for where you actually want it to come from. And these are closed back. So all three of these are closed back design, which means your ears are encased completely. Alright, here's the dongle that we have for 2.4 gigahertz to be able to use on the PlayStation and on the PC. And this is a reset button right here for being able to upgrade the firmware in the actual dongle itself. So let's go over put these away now. To the Penrose X. So there's that switch that it was talking about. Xbox and PC, it's in PC switch. There's the reset for upgrading firmware. Same length, 11 notches out. No creaks. Just smooth tension. As you can see, so as what the sheet shows, on the Audeze Mobius headset, what they have listed here on the Penrose, this would be the 3D button on the Audeze Mobius. On the Penrose, this button is the multi button for being able to change the output that's selected. But yeah, guys, I'm really impressed. Like, the two Penrose headsets on pre-order were $50 off, so they were $249 instead of $299 regular price. Which they are now is $299.99 on Amazon or $299 on the Audeze website. This one regularly for the Mobius, $399, but like I said, I got it on Amazon. A vendor had it selectable for $299 during holiday, so I picked that up. And just so we can take away any removal factors of being any difference, we will also take a look at everything that comes. Same cable for the USB-A to USB-C, 1.5 meter, 1.5 meter USB-C to USB-C. Here's our mic and our 1 meter, 3.5 millimeter 3-pole cable. But yeah, guys, you want to look through it? We'll take a look through it. You can see the other side. So this has the way that you speak into it, the same way you would speak into like an SM85 or SM35 type of stick mic, where it has the webbing on it, and you would just insert the mic just like that. And if you don't believe me that these are compatible with the Audeze Mobius headset, they're all keyed the same way. As you can see, they have a flat portion here that goes into the hole. This is a downgrade for sure, though. I do wish that these had a little bit more, almost the ability to stay where you want to put it. See, there's a lot of flexibility to it. And it'll stay to a point, but they just won't stay outright when you get it situated, because You know, it's designed to be used one way. So it's almost foolproof. You can only turn it so far. Before it'll rebound back. So just so you guys can be able to see how the mic is supposed to be facing, you want it right about there. See where the mic is right here? That's about where you want it. But yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing and overview for the Audeze Mobius. The Audeze Penrose. Alright, let's roll this back on. Actually, I'm going to keep this mic out because I'm going to do some testing with it on the Mobius headsets. So. With just like that, and just like that. And the Penrose X. And here we have my original Audeze Mobius-Team copper with its mic, its cable, and here's the actual Audeze cases, which we have right here, brand new. But this is the optional accessories that you can be able to get for these headsets. These are the gel ear pads. You know, the case is $40, basically. The gel ear pads are, I believe, close to $40 as well. They're like $35 or something. And as I said, you know, you can be able to get a replacement microphone for $15 whenever they're in stock. But guys, it's been Zyberknight, your Tech and Games Crusader. Hope you guys have a good night. Good day. Take care. And stay tuned, because we may just have a giveaway for one of the Penrose headsets whenever I hear back from Audeze regarding those. But guys, hope you guys enjoyed this, and sorry, I know it was a long video, but I wanted to cover everything as what you would see, with some explanation whenever you open up the package, and have no question of how to take approach to using the headsets. So here's another little tidbit here. It purposefully says designed for Xbox. Notice the difference on the boxes. This one just says detachable microphone, while this one and this one both say broadcast quality microphone technology. That's what this is. Broadcast quality. But guys, stay tuned. Whenever my computer gets up and running again, after I get a replacement liquid cooling pump come in, then I will have some testing and feedback and do a review for the headsets, and the reviews will be done separately, so that way it won't be a super huge long video just dedicated to everything as an overview, but it'll be done to specify for both and each what they are, to give more attention to detail in how the different ways of making use of things. But guys, Zyberknight, your Tech and Games Crusader. Hope you guys have a good night, good day, take care. We'll see you later.